Hello, everyone. welcome to 1111 Live with Love or thereabouts. I am still in my travels, so I've just kind of pulled over to check in with you guys and kind of see what's coming in, talk to you guys about what's been coming in lately for me, and hopefully this spot is okay. Uh, there might be some cars here and there, but yeah, at least it's a shady spot because it's rather warm where I'm at. So hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here for you. You now. Hello. How you doing? So I've been on my travels to Idaho and volunteered at the Sawtooth Festival. It was really fun shuttling people around. There was a transmission that came through about control, but I'm not sure that it actually, there could have been a lot of wind, and I'm not sure that it actually recorded. But there was a lot of control, a lot of presence in a small little mountain town, police-wise, for this event, which was really odd. And they were giving all of us shuttle drivers a really hard time. So yeah, from what I can remember of that transmission, I will just say that control is not necessarily what we think it is. What I remember from that transmission, let me take a moment here. From that transmission, the beings that came through, the higher self that came through, had talked about how control was more of an illusion. Even though in this physical world we see control in many different areas, we feel controlled in many different areas. I myself had a wonderful conversation with an officer off the cuff. I was just picking some things up, and I saw a group of officers that were just joking around and having a great time, like perfectly wonderful humans. And I decided to ask them a few questions about, the ability to travel interstately freely and the conflict between the Constitution and what the state laws are. And that was really fun. And it was a very casual conversation. There was no intimidation, although I could sense a little bit of, what would you call it? Not intimidation, but an explanation of all the ways in which an officer might handle a certain situation if someone were driving, not traveling, without a license or registration of some sort. So that was fun for me. I do that sometimes. I go and I ask questions of different people without a whole lot of expectation as to what's going to occur, but just kind of create a neutral space for everybody to talk and relay the information that they believe is true. And when I say they believe it's true, that kind of leads me to the topic of today, actually. So let me get to that topic. So the topic of what we believe is true is in a little way of what creates the world that we live in. Our individual lives that we experience are initiated by our beliefs, by the thoughts that we have. I'm going to just cop a squat right here. Seems like a good spot. And what's been coming up a lot lately, actually, Abraham Hicks, who I haven't listened to in quite some time, has been showing up more often, not because of an algorithm, but because I'm realizing there is a fine-tuning needed in my energetic field in regards to what I want to show up in my life. So you might ask, oh, by the way, my name is Love. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being here. If you're here right now and you're still here, click the like button, subscribe, etc. Share this video so that others can kind of get a sense of navigation. All I have is how I navigate things. So how you navigate things might be a little different. But what we're going to talk about right now is, so we started off with control kind of being rather an illusion. The reason being is because we give permission for a lot in this world. We give permission every day for many different things without even knowing it. And we create a lot of things that we don't even realize we're creating. You and I, my friends, are the most powerful beings, the most powerful generators of energy. I'm sure everybody's kind of seen the Matrix movie, and how it portrayed humans being used in a not so great way of powering a whole inverted matrix system, right? We are powerful. We are so powerful in our thought, and not just the thought, it's the feeling that follows the thought. The most attention that we put on a thought. Just taking a breath. Sometimes when I work with you guys, there's a lot of energy that flows through. And sometimes I need to step aside a little bit in my human stories that I tell you guys and just allow that elevated aspect of myself to come through and kind of talk more upon the subject. So if you will, and this could be the only time you do this today, take a breath with me and we'll kind of see what comes through and what needs to be said today on the subject of our creation, of us being creators, as we are aspects of the creator. Someone today portrayed a really great short. I don't know if I agreed with all of it because they were using like heaven and hell as part of the thing. I'm not much into the hell aspect. I grew up JW, so that kind of started me off. I do believe, though, that we can create our own hells. Totally possible, and I've seen people do it for themselves, and it makes me really sad. So that's part of why I show up here, is to help elevate people out of places where they feel like they're sinking or where they feel like they have no control. And we really don't have any control. However, we do have choice. We have choice in how we respond to all the experiences in our life. Currently, there's kind of a massive experience going on in my life in Colorado. And I'm weaving myself in and weaving myself out of that. It's one of those phrases, not my monkeys, not my circus. And it has to do with discernment, and it has to do with boundaries, and it has to do with people pleasing. So if you're here now, it's possible that you have one or many of those aspects that you are continually noticing, observing, not judging yourself, and moving and flowing through it to elevate yourself in this physical form in your life to a different level. Make sense? Okay. So, if you would, take a breath with me. Let's kind of ground in to the body. If you can, put your hand on your heart, one hand on the belly, if you're able. This just kind of connects, gives this great connection and this grounding into the earth itself, into Mama Gaia. And even though it seems like I'm currently talking to you in my body, I am, but at the same time, I feel like I'm a little, you know how you can feel like you're a little, could be all over the place? So let's bring those energies back in, kind of come into here. When you breathe with me, it helps me center, whether you're on the other side of the world or you're anywhere like 10 miles from me. All that meet up here on these lives, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Live with Love, or thereabouts. You guys are all involved. You guys are all part of the magic. So if you're in a place, close your eyes even if you're in a safe place to do so. Take a breath. I'm going to adjust my arm so that it's not as tired. And let's breathe. Let's just take a breath. Ready? Okay. So breathe in. Hold at the top. Breathe out all the air out of your body till there's nothing left. Breathe in through your belly. Pause. And release. All the air completely deflating your belly, pushing the belly button back to the spine. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe naturally. And just notice. Notice the difference in your physical body just by bringing your attention to your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice any discomforts in your body. Notice where you are here with you now. It appears that you are with me. I am a reflection of you. You are simply here, sitting, standing, laying, wherever you are on this earth. As you are here with what appears to be me, you are here with you. This is a message for you. This is your highest aspect, highest self, coming through to tell you to take a break. Take moments for yourself. This idea of time, this idea of not enough, this idea of control, these are illusions. They are illusions that feel very real to you in your experiences. Breathe in and breathe out. Many of you wonder, when will it happen for me? When will it get here? And you forget that everything is in the now. Everything is in this moment. Reflect on that. Just a moment. Breathe into this. Breathe in and breathe out. Everything is available to you in this now moment, all by choice. Even those experiences that you feel are not your choice. There is choice in how you respond. There is choice in allowing your mind to let go and allow other options to come in that serve you. And this is where we get to the power of your thought. You are powerful beings. The power of your thoughts, backed with your emotions. Many call this manifestation. Creation is another word. How do we go from the thought to bringing the thought, the desire, into the physical presence, that we can actually experience this. One way is to see whatever it is that you are feeling like you are lacking at this time as energy, not physical, energy. You yourselves are proof of this. You are energy. You are not the body. You are energy. When you can see these things that you desire, that you want to bring into your field of consciousness and want to make real in your world, in your individual world, because you are only responsible for your individual universes. Universe. What you bring into your field, what you accept into your field, and what you say no to. You are a free will being. Let your no's mean no and your yes mean yes. If there's a maybe, it's a no. Realize that right now. If it's a maybe, it's a no. So as you go about in your day today, let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. And if you find that your mind, say, relays a yes to someone, and then inside you feel it's a no, do correct yourself politely and say, I'm not sure why I said yes to this particular thing just now completely, but what I really mean is no, I really don't feel like doing that right now. If you'll excuse me, and then carry on, whatever the experience is. People, humans are humans, and you can relate to humans this way. They understand this because it also happens to them as well. So if there are agreements that you have made that you feel are not serving you at this time, that is an opportunity for you to address that at this time. The energies that are here to support you, and are many, are many, many, many here to support you and love you. So you are backed. You are backed. And all it takes is the courage to use your voice. Use your voice. Just simply say yes or no. And you may not even need an explanation for the person. It can be very, say, bullet pointed. And just a simple, I can't talk about that right now, but maybe another time. This one likes to make everything polite. So, you create your world, your universe. So what do you want to create in your universe? For you are multidimensional. You can think of it as multiverses, in a way. Just a moment. You can think of it as multiverses. You have parallel lives, parallel timelines that you have access to. Quantum leaping, quantum mechanics. These are all here and present. The information is available for you. But there are other simpler ways as well. There are ways of following your joy. Yes, there is one that talks about following the formula. Just a moment. The formula is following your joy. Follow your desire, follow your joy. You have many thoughts in a day, and as you have many thoughts in the day, you have a choice as to which thoughts you entertain. You have the ability to think coherently, to connect your mind and your heart. When your mind is not connected to the heart, you are feeling anxiety, you are feeling disengaged, you are feeling confusion, you are feeling anger perhaps, or sadness, victimhood. When your mind is connected to your heart center, you are connected to the source of who you are. Your mind helps bring into form those desires. Those could be wanted desires, those could be unwanted desires that you are thinking of. Now, gratefully, you are in a place at this time, humanity is, where your manifestations or creations are not just showing up. For you would have many things showing up, and then you would be asking, how do I get rid of these things? There's too much. So, we are asking you to create coherently. We are asking you in your day, little by little, to start paying attention to your thoughts. When a thought comes in that wobbles you and doesn't fit the desired state that you would like to be in, we ask that you help yourself return, whatever that may be, that assists you to return to that state in which you feel stable, you feel safe, you feel happy. Might we even say joyful, as we are wanting for all humanity to follow their joy, follow their passion. But beyond that, in the simplest form, for practicality's sake, in your own lives, in the mundane practices, in the mundane tasks that you feel need to be taken care of, or someone says has to be taken care of, can you find bits of joy? Yes, a spoonful of sugar. Bring a spoonful of sugar to all that you do and make the job a game. For this is a game, this game of life. And how you play the game, how you decide, how you choose in every moment to act from the heart, to pause and have a response as opposed to a knee-jerk reaction, is going to help you. How is this going to help you? This little bits of joy, try it for the next couple days. Find appreciation in so many things. Find appreciation in the water that you feel on your body as you shower. If you feel so inclined, speak to the water, for the water is consciousness. You are also consciousness. Speak to the water. You may energize the water with a certain color that is possibly given to you in a sense, or impression by using your clair senses. You can get an impression of a color that you'd like to work with. It's possible you are into crystals and there's a color of a rock or a crystal that you enjoy, and you can bring those colors to the water that you shower in. You may utilize the violet flame, calling on the color of ultraviolet through the waters to bathe in, and then visualize yourself being bathed in those ultraviolet, beautiful purple, violet tones of healing and purification. You may also visualize green, an emerald green, and know and that is connected to Archangel Raphael, and that is also washing over you at the same time. You may use quite a few different colors if you wish. Start to play with energy. Start to see all around you as energy, for it is so. In this way, as you play, as you follow little joys, as you find appreciation in the grilled cheese that you make, or the coffee that someone gives you, or the help you receive, or appreciation for yourself in that you decide to give help to another as well? Can you have appreciation for yourself for all the tasks that you take care of in the day? If you are a father taking care of a household and you are working daily, can you find fun in your job? Think of when you were children and you are made to go to school. Yes, made to go to school. There were many times that you were scolded for doing different things. What were those things? Maybe they were paper footballs that you were flicking back and forth. Maybe there were notes that were passing. Maybe there were texts that are passing. Maybe there is a fun game that is happening between the students that the teachers don't even know about. Maybe the teachers find out and they're a really cool teacher and then they play in the game. Find the game. And realize that if you're in a game, hence an experience that you are not wishing to be in, that is your choice, and you have the choice to say, I am done playing this game. You can do this with your vibration as well, and you can do this with the people that you attract in your life. I am done attracting this type of person in my life. I am a creator. I will this now. I am done. Breathe in and breathe out. I wish to attract financial funds in a different way. What are the many different ways that funds can come to me, besides what I've been told about? How many different ways have I had money sent to me? Unexpected ways. Could be a refund check, could be from a family member, could be a friend that you'd loaned them money and then they're like, here, I have this for you. How many different ways? And even beyond all those ways, money that comes from so many sources, simply energy. This is all energy. So you attract these abundances of what you use to navigate in this world and bring more to you by following the little happinesses you have in life. Do you have a happiness with a child? Do you have a happiness with a spouse? Is your happiness creating something with your hands? Where does your happiness lie? Think back to childhood. See if there's something you can bring back from childhood that you can do today. See if there's something that you've been thinking of that you're just like, I want to be a DJ. How do I learn to be a DJ? I want to tap dance. How do I tap dance? There is no age limit on any of these things. I want to ice skate. Go ice skate. This one, had gone through art school and had seen many people in their 60s and 70s when she went to art school that were going for a completely different position in life, or simply wanting to have knowledge of said thing and then assist others who are doing that full time. Bring back the fun. Bring back the games. That's why you're here, to follow these joys. And as you follow your little joys and these coming up days, all of those who choose to take on this task, should you accept it, and you will see the abundance, the synchronicities that start rolling into your life, one after another, after another, after another, so much that you won't believe it may even be true, but yet it's happening. You may even tell others about it. Look what's happening. I did this and I did this, and now I've received this, and this person contacted me, and I hadn't heard from that in a while, and I have this opportunity now. These are synchronicities. This is what you draw to you when you can find the joys in your life, when you can stop the patterns that you're constantly stuck in because you're allowing yourself to always do them. Come out of the things that you always do and switch up the patterns, even if that is reversing how you get up in the morning. How does that happen? What do you do first? What do you do last before you go to work? Switch it all up and see what happens. Then take a different way to the destination that you're going to in your day. Or call in a wellness day and decide to let your soul travel you to where you want to go. Yes. Just follow your soul where it wants to go. 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 Yes, that is our message for you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Thank you. We love you. And we wish you well on your journey. Okay, everyone. Hopefully you're still with me because my eyes are closed. Just take a moment and feel in your body before we fully come out of this. Feel the vibration of the message that came through, because this vibration, this vibratory state that we co-createdly came together and breathed into existence today will be following you throughout your day. Will always be there. So take recognition, and in your moments in your day, be like, oh yeah, that's what occurred. I listened to the 11:11 Live with Love, and oh yeah, this is an opportunity for that. This is an opportunity for that. Go ahead and open your eyes. This is an opportunity to do something different. I had someone who had a birthday recently, and they're one of those people that often get stuck in states of their lower polarity. And they already went into how horrible it would be. And I said, what if you made it not horrible? What if you decided to do something completely different? What if you decided to take yourself to dinner? What if you decided to look around and be like, what do I want to do outside today? Because they're a big nature person. Instead of dwelling on the things not had, dwell on the things you do have, because you have everything you need, and follow that. Have fun. Change what you think your day is going to turn out to be and make it a totally different day. Do you have anything else to say about it? I'm not sure what the end thing was. It was, maybe someone can say it here in the comments. Something about go with the flow at the end. There was so much information, it's hard for me to keep track of it right now. But that was wonderful. 3333 on the clock, that's significant for somebody. Look up 333 and the significance of those numerology numbers. Take a deep breath. So whatever that last thing was, the flowing that was coming through, what it reminded me of, and there's a couple reasons why during this transmission I was smiling or giggling. So sometimes it's the impressions that come in. Sometimes there's part of me that wants to get in the way with information from the mind. And then I get to choose if I allow it or if I don't allow it during these transmissions. But near the end, as they were saying that phrase, what I kept getting was like, follow the yellow brick road. Like when Dorothy is in Munchkin Land with all of those, all the munchkins. And they're like, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Right? We're being asked to take a different path. We're being asked, okay, what I'm getting a little bit right now as I talk about this and think about the gold of the brick road is that we are golden ones. We are the golden ones. So we are creating this path. Hold on just a minute. This is a little different. We are the golden ones, and we are here to shine. We get to turn the light on. When you go into a room, there is a light switch. There's not a dark switch. When you go into a dark room, you are there to turn on and flip on the light. So your vibration is in comparison to that. You have the ability to go into spaces and light them up. You are the golden ones. You are abundant. This is part of your inheritance. You are the beneficiaries of your lives and what you want to create. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thanks for joining me. Shimko, Stephen Hills. Thank you for joining me. Join me again at 11:11 Mountain Standard Time, Live with Love, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I will do my best to be here right at 11:11, but do put on those notifications. Send this to someone you think would enjoy it. I will be offering a Leap of Faith course coming soon. Very exciting. I believe it's going to be 5 days. I had to go on a little hiatus because I was volunteering at the Sawtooth Festival in Idaho. So I will be continuing work on my website. There will soon be a way to meet with me weekly. I'm not sure how many days yet. Could be 2 days a week. And there'll be a monthly membership. So look for that. I'm excited to get that running and see everybody. I'm reading this book right now that's going to be part of it. There's going to be books on certain days that are going to be read to you or collaborated with. I'm going to feel into that. But currently, there's been a couple books that I'm like, wow, I just want to share these with you guys. I want to get on live Zooms, and I want to be able to read some of this and also kind of give you my perspective on it, and then see what perspectives you have and see what epiphanies arise. We're going to be creating spaces for epiphanies to arise. So I look forward to that. I look forward to all of you joining me again, and I'll see you again next time. As always, we are one. One light, one love. Wow. Yeah, one love. This is Love signing off. But not really. Carry love with you throughout your day because you are love. Mwah. I love you, and enjoy the rest of your day.